What is going on? And thank you for coming and joining in with another episode of the Man Up Real Talk podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Mike Wiley, saying greetings and salutations to all of you, our faithful followers and listeners. Listen, y'all already know we appreciate all the likes, clicks, shares, and downloads, whatever it is that you do to support this podcast, because we know that had it not been for you, it wouldn't be no us. So we don't take that for granted. Listen, if you're joining us for the first time, I say welcome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Was that a song? Where have I heard that from before? Anyway, but we appreciate you coming for the first time. We say welcome. And for those of you that's back for another helping, we say welcome back. Because your boys is back on the air with the Man of Real Talk podcast for the people. And joining me as always is my partner in crime, my brother from another mother, Mr. Phil Hines, a.k.a. Mr. Classic, a.k.a. OG Triple OG, who is always and definitely in the building. What's going on, fam?
What's good, brother-in-law?
Man, we got a good show today, man.
We got the young bulls tonight. We got
some young blood on the show tonight, my friend.
Sir.
Some young blood, yes, sir. As you all may see, we got we done kind of went and grabbed some of these young men. You know, I know y'all hear us old heads talking all the time, but we wanted to do something a little different and bring a young perspective onto the show for today. And joining us on today is, why is Noah muted? Lord Jesus. Unmute your mic, man. There you go. All right.
Okay. All right. That's my fault.
All right. We got you unmuted. So look, joining us on today, we got the youngins in the building. We got my offspring, Mr. Mike Wiley II. How you doing, son?
I'm doing good.
You look awful. You look really relaxed.
I definitely am.
I'm sure you are.
Leave nephew alone. He's chill right now, man. Leave nephew alone. He's chill right now.
I'm chill right
now. Chill.
I got my adopted son on here, Mr. Tamon Taylor. What's going on, sir?
Nothing much. How's it going, guys? I'm doing all right.
Good. And all the way from Jeff City, Missouri.
No. You're right. I don't like it here. Missouri.
Got it all the way from Jeff City, Missouri is my nephew, Mr. Noah Muhammad. What's going on, sir?
Nothing much.
Young Noah.
I'm glad to be here. What's up, man?
Y'all relax, man. Relax.
Let me take it. Can I say a story about Noah?
Hold on. Oh, Auntie Jackie says hello.
Hi, Auntie Jackie.
Look at that. Look at Jackie. Oh, Jasmine talking about some. Look, Jasmine talking about some instant babies.
I can
no babies in this one.
It's the babe.
Go ahead, Phil.
Mike, I was saying when we had the After School Matter program, and that year Noah came, and I always said Noah was so refreshing at that time because he was different. And I think maybe it's because of the Missouri thing, whatever, but he was just different than the rest of the teenagers that was there. And maybe it's because I was used to how Chicago teenagers act. Noah was totally different. Now, I know you might know what different because that's your nephew, but he was different.
Don't be
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He built different.
No.
Oh, wow.
Saying no. I'm saying that no. I'm saying in a good way. He's refreshing because he's respectful, and it's just at that time, we had been doing after school matter and dealing with those kids, man. So it was just he was different. You didn't have to really get on him about anything. He was respectful.
That's what's up.
All that other stuff. So that's what I was saying when I say different. I wouldn't say it in a negative way.
No, I know. Look, man, anytime anybody can say anything good about anybody, I think it's a good thing. And I'm gonna go as far as saying that I don't think that our young people get a lot of the credit or the praise that they should get.
No, they don't. Not all these young folks are bad.
No,
I mean,
that's not all of them.
Not all of them, man.
So it's good when you can appreciate the young people and let them know, hey man, I saw this or I noticed this. And look, even Jack was like, no, it was very refreshing, very respectful.
I'm serious. He was different. I mean, he was like Wow, you really ain't got to get on him about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna pray his strength though. Yes, 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 yes. As he puts his slides on camera, we're gonna pray his strength.
I didn't even try to.
So I know my toes.
I
Wait a
know,
minute.
Lord.
Hold
No
on, nephew.
toes. I got socks
Nephew,
on.
before the camera start rolling, nephew, we all did like a shoe game. So you have to show us one.
Please, that'll take all
kicks.
day. Just
I know.
Don't even
I
be
be right
encouraging
here.
him,
I'm
man.
not
I'm
even
not
know,
even tripping. It's
Nephew kind
right
of
here.
saucy. I know, Mike.
Are we
Right
doing
here.
this again? Okay,
We
all right,
Let's do it again.
Let's do it
You gotta pull
again.
out the
Everybody
Yeezys
put
real
their
quick.
kicks up. Come on, everybody
Go
put their kicks up
Yeezys.
right now.
We got the Go
And I
Yeezys.
guess I
got
gotta
some
grab
blue
a
ones
shoe.
too.
I
Fine.
ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, go ahead, grab
I'm
the
just gonna
shoe.
pull these, this
Yeah.
Yeah,
way.
you ain't seen them sketches, did you?
Yeah, you feel me? Nice and
Ain't no
comfortable.
way.
And they got the orthopedic insoles, my nigga. You ain't seen that?
Oh man, I need some
Sketches
orthopedics.
X Dr. Shows. Ain't nobody messing
Yes,
with us.
sir.
Machine
What y'all
washable
know
out
about
here.
what's a machine? Don't, bro. It ain't machine washable for real.
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of lucky for that one.
Look, man. I love my shoes, man. Forget that.
No, it's stepping
But
the puddle.
look,
It's all over.
I know. Oh my god. Look, man.
Man. Oh
I
man.
wanted to do something. I wanted to really do this to kind of just to really give you all a platform to talk about whatever, man. I mean, when we was coming up,
Young-ManUP.
man, when we was coming up, and Phil, you can attest to this. We ain't have no outlets like that.
No, not at all.
It wasn't no. Let me tell you how I'm feeling and stuff like that because back then it was just like you don't feel nothing. You're a kid or you're a young person. You don't have no problems. You ain't got no struggle.
If you got feelings, I give them to you. You
Right.
got an opinion, I give it to you.
I will give you your opinion.
That's what we was raised up on.
So we didn't have those. We didn't have those platforms that we can go on and talk about things that could perhaps raise some type of awareness. So I wanted to, since I have a platform, I wanted to bring you guys on to give you that opportunity to talk about whatever. First thing I want to do though, because we do this for the for the men folk, but I want to do it for you guys. How are you all mentally doing? Like what's going like how are you all feeling mentally? Like because right now, we all about mental health, man. For a long time, men just didn't take care of themselves mentally. They was going through things, they suffered in silence, and you had a lot of cats that took themselves out because of stuff that they was going through. So how are y'all doing mentally? What's going on with y'all mentally? Y'all good? How y'all feeling?
I'll start off. I feel mentally sound right now. I feel happy with what I'm doing. I feel like there's still a lot of work to be done, but I'm happy with the progress that I'm making as of right now. I got a job, paying my own bills. I'm learning responsibilities in that aspect. I got a job, I'm doing school, learning as I go on. But as of right now, I feel content in what I'm putting forth today.
That's what's up. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna flip this perspective so we can get y'all zoomed in here, man. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Mike.
Yeah. Look, some of y'all out here trying to get shows to put y'all on the camera.
Crazy.
Like I said, I ain't signed up for all this home.
Nah, bro.
Big screen.
Nah, bro. That's how we doing it. That's how we doing it. Well, okay, that's good. So, son, how are you feeling mentally? You doing all right? I mean, I would assume that if you were, you would talk to me, but just in case, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good actually. I feel like Tamar said, the progress that I'm making in life right now, I'm not where I'm at. Where I used to feel. I feel like I'm rushing myself. I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be. The job that I'm working in gave me a lot of opportunities, a lot of learning experiences. Teaching me things while I'm teaching kids things. It's one of those things. I'm learning while, trying to teach something that to me is a pretty cool thing. And right now, mentally, I've been sound. I'm not really stressing about nothing really. I just know I got stuff to take care of.
That's what's up. That's what's up, nephew.
Nephew, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm gonna be honest. Some days I'm feeling stagnant, and then other days I'm feeling like I'm moving forward. Me working out personally has kind of boosted my own self in a way where I feel like I'm actually doing something to help myself instead of just, staying in one place, not
Mhm.
moving. So I'm trying to find that, even footing so I can take that first step and, maintain those steps throughout the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah, pretty much. Other than
You
that, I
sure?
mean, I'm pretty much good.
Okay.
I don't have
Just
a
taking
lot
it
to
a day at
complain
a
about.
time. That's all we really can do.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So now Michael said something that kind of pricked my ears a little bit when he was somebody he's not rushing. Um, do you guys feel like there are certain things that you have to achieve or certain things that you have to accomplish before a certain age? Like, is there some pressure of expediency that, like, I have to do this before I get this age, or I have to get this done before I turn 25? Like, do you guys have that type of pressure? And if you do, is that from family? Is it from friends? Is it from society? Or is it just pressure that you're putting on yourself to try to get things done by a certain time?
All right. Um, Personally, I like growing up. I had a roadmap to where like, oh, I wanted that degree by 22, first job 23. Like, I had that I had that set to where I was like, it's this or bust. But like, with coming out of pandemic, I'm more so learning that it's like not everything is just like one straight line to a final destination. Um, but as I'm growing up, I'm realizing that it's like it's okay to where some certain stages in your life takes a little bit more time than what you really expected it. Like for example, like with college, like with Corona throwing everything out of schedule, I went away to school and having to come back, like with having like Corona and the social aspects of being away from home, kind of throwing my priorities out of straight or out of array, and just kind of maybe come back, take a step back, look at my priorities, and make sure my head was like really screwed on straight. But I'm not disappointed that I'm not on a traditional track. It's more so, it's more so a learning experience for me.
Okay.
Mm.
Anybody
All right.
else? Do y'all feel pressured, or do you feel like it's something that you're trying to get done, or you got to get accomplished by a certain time?
I mean,
Um,
I think.
yeah.
Oh, you gonna go? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say like I wouldn't say I feel pressured. I would say more I feel scattered because there's some days where I'm like I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then there's other days where I'm like, dang, I need to do this, 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 and this.
Hmm.
Um, and with that being said, because I'm also working two jobs, which kind of suck, um, honestly, because one job doesn't really give me hours as much as they used to because our hours have gone down or the store ratings have gone down, so our hours have gone down, or it's just people don't shop at the store, so they're like, you don't need the hours. And then the other job I have, they're just now like, hey, you want to get these hours, you want to get these hours, and I'm trying to make sure everyone in the house is cool, so I don't, I have a brother, and he to make sure he gets home, I'm actually here, or my mother's actually here, and then my ride, I do need a ride because I don't have a car yet, so I'm scattered to the point where there's some days where I'm like pressured, and there's some days where I'm just like, whatever happens, happens.
Hmm. Mike, what about you? I mean, is it like what do you feel the pressure? Or do you feel like you got to try to get something done by a certain time, or is it
Um,
like what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like if you don't like if
yeah.
it's is it something that you feel like if you don't get done by a certain time, then it's just ain't gonna get done, or you feel like you
Nah.
failed or didn't accomplish
I
something in some way?
look. I ain't gonna lie. I used to think that way when I was like, a junior and sophomore, cause you see other kids, or other kids that age, they got more. I feel like they life progressing further, and they not even an adult yet, and then you feel that pressure on yourself. But like nowadays, I think of it like Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's
Neither is
right.
my life goals, and neither is my career. So everything I'm doing right now is just one of those steps. Like I didn't graduate high school in a day. I had to go through 4 years of ups and downs and okay days. And life ain't always gonna be perfect. And that's how I take it. I take every day, day by day, for what it is. and not for what it could be, and only control things that I can control. So that pressure is the only way I feel like pressure would be felt is if I put it on myself. You know, I understand. Even as a man, I'm gonna have responsibilities. I got responsibilities now. Taking care of myself, make sure I'm up to par, so I can still be in society and be looked at, as something valuable. Making sure, like you said, your mental health is straight every day. After I come off from dealing with 21 personalities in one day, I come home, and relax for an hour, just to sit here. I don't even hop on the game yet. I might sit here, or even if I do hop on the game, it's to listen to music. So I'm not really. I learned how to not let the pressure be felt, because the more pressure you feel, the more stressed out you get. Then you start worrying, and then that's when really stuff don't get done, because you be stressing out too much, worrying about feeling that pressure.
Right.
So when we're talking about pressure, what are do you all feel that there are some pressures that society put on you as being young black men? Do you feel that, or do you feel that just as men? Do you feel that as men in general, there are some pressures that's put on you, or as young black men, like, do you feel that there are some things that's unfairly put on you, or do you feel that certain expectations or pressures that's put on you are fair? Or do you think it's some things just like, man, come on, man, y'all, you killing me, Smalls. It's like, is it some things that you've experienced that you just like, as a young black man, that you was like, you know what, society, you suck?
Yeah. So I'll go first. So when I was working at Walmart, I was walking home. I had my music in. I was kind of dancing and everything, walking up the street, and all of a sudden, I have three black cars, three police cars following me home. Um, so I'm actually walking through the door, and they're watching me walk through the door because they're all just posted on the street, stopping traffic. And that's not like the first time they've done it. I've been, while walking home, I've had cops roll up on me, talking like, "Hey, you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just getting off of work because I work at Walmart. I make sure I show them because I'm still technically in uniform because I'm stocking, and I still have my vest on. I have the box knife right here, and I'm just walking home, and I'm just like, it happened a lot, and I didn't see the point. I was just walking home, chilling, and I felt like
Well, like, well, they were harassing you or something, or I mean,
they weren't fully harassing me, but it was just
mhm.
like it was too much to the point where like it's like I can't just
They
walk
was
home
profiling them,
without
Mike. They
Yeah.
profiling them.
police.
They profiling them. That's they,
So
and it's sad to say, but you know what I'm saying to all three young brothers. That is something that, and I'm sad to tell you all this, but I think that is something that you are gonna have to deal with. And it's sad
Hmm.
because that's something that me and Mike has to
Yeah.
deal with, even to this day.
Yeah.
So no, I hate to hear that happens to you, but that's just simple profiling. But as long as you stay on the right trail, the right road and continue doing right, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Doing the shoe thing,
Take
which is
take me
actually,
off, Mike. Take me off now.
which is actually kind of fun. I don't want to take you off, Phil. I'm gonna leave you right there. I'm gonna leave you right there. Since we was doing, let me ask you all a question. Since we was doing the shoe thing earlier, it kind of got me to thinking. You know how as young men, and I know when I was coming up, which is a long, long time ago, when I was in school, there was a. Do you guys feel like, in terms of how society see you, or how you see you, how your friends see you, is there a pressure to keep up appearances?
To
I'm
keep
hearing
up
chuckles.
appearances.
Yes,
No.
to keep up appearances. In terms
I
of,
mean,
I gotta have my gear straight. I gotta
You
have
gotta
this
stay
right. I gotta,
saucy. You gotta keep
I
that
gotta, I
swag
gotta,
up.
I gotta stay
Got to.
swagged up. My swag
Gotta
gotta
stay
be
saucy.
dripping every
I
day.
got to. I got
Is
to.
there
yeah.
is there a pressure? Do you guys care about that type of stuff? Or it's just like it is what it is, or
So
you
I
know?
mean, I think at a certain point, like at least for our age, like you should care about it. Not to the point where you sit up there, stressing yourself out, talking about you got to keep up with everybody else. But like, you know, I can't go outside every day if I'm expecting, let me go meet a nice girl downtown. Let me go ahead and wear some jogging pants I done had for 2 years now, a dingy white t-shirt, and some broke flip flops. Like to me, like of course you're not gonna, ain't
Wait,
nobody
wait.
gonna
Why you
talk
gotta
to you
say
like
gray
that.
sweatpants?
Is this gray
No, I
sweatpants?
didn't say
It's gray. No,
because
no,
it's
no. It's
like,
it's the
Gray
gray
sweatpants will
sweatpants
win
with a
every
bleach
time.
stain. It's the
but
gray
like
Oh
sweatpants.
and
no!
that's
Bleach stain.
and that's
You got
what
the
happened.
watermarks
And
from
then
washing the
after
dishes.
that,
Uh,
at that point, then you put in the girls group chat, and next you know, the next 2 or 3 girls you try to talk to, they know who you are
They didn't
because
heard about right.
they didn't heard about you. Like that's just the way in Chicago, at least, that's how it happened. So
And
at a
that's
certain
not
point,
it.
you do gotta care about it. It's just like if you
Yeah.
don't got your hair cut,
It's a way of
nobody's gonna
life.
talk to you.
Way of
No,
life.
not a lot of girls gonna talk to you and look at you like that unless they just like, one of them girls that just like don't care. They just like, what is your personality like? Like genuinely, they don't care what you look like.
And it's
But
not even
like,
with girls. This is like how you present yourself in everyday
yeah,
situations with work, with when you're out with the guys and you just like the one outstander that look like you just got out of sweatshop. That's different. That's different. Like yeah, it
right,
is. It's like yeah, it's not so much like it's not so much pressure. It's almost a necessity to
Yeah.
be presentable. You know what I mean?
you're right.
okay.
I second all that, but like how my cousin said, like once you just so focused on looking the hottest, the flyest, then are you really being you at that point? Like it's not like you're honestly not. If you can't be yourself in your own clothes,
Mhm.
I'm not saying be dingy out here. Like I don't go outside. I don't just go outside with like
I was about
a
to say.
hole in
So,
my
are you
socks.
saying? Are
No,
you
no,
saying that I can wear my gray sweats
no.
Y'all
That's
started
not what
looking
Noah's
at me
saying
like,
right now.
and
That,
my
look,
that,
Kool-Aid
I'm not
stained
saying
no,
like
t-shirt?
you looking like Red
no,
Dead
he ain't
Redemption.
saying
Okay,
that.
I'm not saying that.
No, Mike, he
I'm
ain't
not
saying
saying
that.
that.
I'm about.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
just
I'm just
saying
trying to
like
get clarification.
if you're so focused on looking how everybody else wants to look, you're not gonna want to look how you want to look.
Yeah.
And
You're not,
it's
and you
like
feel
to
so
count
much better.
yeah
Go ahead.
to back up on that. It's not saying like that we want to go out and just like Yeezy shoes, Givenchy shirts, and all that stuff. It's like we
I
can still
do.
I
I
see.
don't know what
I'm
he's
not.
talking
I
about.
know Michael do.
I don't care what
Listen,
he's
if I
talking
can
See,
look
about.
good in
like
a $20
see,
Look,
I
button-up
know
shirt,
this one right here.
look,
I know he does.
let me
Yeah.
tell y'all something.
Yeah.
Look, if you have the chance to look the flyest in the most foreign stuff, you should wear it. Why
Talk that
not?
talk, nephew.
Like
Talk that talk.
we didn't even have name brand stuff. I wore the same Hanes t-shirt in this out of the same package from Walmart. Like, come on now. Like, if I have a
Bro,
chance to go wear a Givenchy shirt and let me go throw on some Yeezys with some Amiri pants, of course I'm gonna wear that. And I'm gonna take pictures. I'm gonna let
I
you
don't
know I
even know
got
what
it
that
on.
is. I'm so out of the loop with that. It's
All
like
fun.
okay,
Like,
okay, I understand that, but like, if you can look good in some $20 stuff, bro,
I mean, of
you're
course, but
set.
like,
You're
right,
set.
of
You don't
course.
need like $400 shoes or like a $400 shirt. Like it's a shirt, bro.
But like
It's
when
a
I
shirt,
get
and you
up,
paying
I've been
$400 for it.
I've been looking good at $20 stuff for too long. So when I get up, I'm gonna look even better in the
Oh my
400.
god! Oh
I'm
my
gonna look
god,
even better in the 400. It's just like
bro!
that.
Listen, bro. You can build.
I have
Oh my!
failed. I failed as a parent.
Let it
That's
no,
what.
no, let this go. Let this go, Mike. Let
There's
this
no
go.
Go
Let
ahead.
this
way.
Go
go.
ahead.
I'm just saying.
No,
I've been
y'all go
looking
ahead. Keep
too
on.
good in
Michael's saying that some
$20
days he
stuff.
would look good in a $1,200 outfit. That's all he's saying.
Right, like some days you got to. It's normal to look good in the $20 stuff. Let me go get a gas station white T-shirt and throw on my black jogging pants. Like that's easy to look good. Throw on the
Gas
black chain.
station T-shirt.
They be
Oh,
hitting,
Chicago,
white
they
tees.
sell T-shirts at the gas station.
Right,
Yeah.
white tees. Yeah, come
I
Oh my
got
on,
many
God.
white tees at the gas station.
That's because black
right.
people be walking in with no shirt on. That's why they was like, all right, we gonna give you a shirt.
What?
Look,
As
Mel
they
said, don't
should.
sleep on Walmart fashion.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, when I
It's
get
like
foreign,
it's
I like to look good in foreign.
Okay, I get that, but do you have to spend like $400 on a shirt and
Let
a
me put it
belt,
like this.
a
Let me
belt
put it.
buckle, dog?
Let me
$400.
put it like this. Let me put it like this. When you've had the same belt for years and years, and you want, matter of fact, let me put it in something. When you had that same Xbox and you wanted that newer Xbox, how much you spend on that on the next gen Xbox?
I wait.
But it don't matter. That waiting, we not talking about waiting. I said, how much did you spend on it?
Probably like 200. It's an Xbox,
You,
which is
but you
something that's
wanted it,
not going
right?
to get destroyed though. But it's not going to
But
get
you wanted it,
destroyed.
right? An Xbox can easily get destroyed. It's wear and tear.
I mean, you
I,
can't
I,
easily
I
destroy
get
it unless you physically. That's electronic though.
I get what he's saying
Clothes
because
is
you know
cloth.
look right, but I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying in that respect because look, it's I, I think it's nothing wrong with both sides of that coin, right? Like
Fair,
it's
yeah.
nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with knowing how to budget and you know what I'm saying and look fly on a budget.
Yeah.
But if the opportunity arises and if you can rock your $400 shirt and your whatever Yeezys cost, and I don't know what jeans he was talking about, but whatever they cost.
If that money, if that money right, yeah.
Right.
If
You
your
gonna
money
get
if your
it.
money is right and you
You
can
gonna
get
get
it.
fly. You
And
gonna
if
get
you
fly as you can be.
right,
Now I will throw this at you all. There was a picture with Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. Now both of them are bajillionaires,
Yeah.
right?
mhm.
And between the two of them, in terms of what they had on wardrobe wise, they probably couldn't have had on more than about $600-700 in total together. Now you had a picture of what's my man name that's always taking taking a picture with his money.
It's a lot of people.
I think I
Yeah,
know
a
who.
lot.
Yeah, there's a
Lil
lot of
Durk?
people.
Money Mayweather.
Mayweather,
Mayweather.
right? Mayweather, and let's just you put Mayweather and 6ix9ine in the same picture. Now they ain't got nowhere near as much money as Bezos and and Gates got, but what they got on probably caught what they had on. What the watch that Mayweather have on cost more than their whole wardrobe. Now that's not to say that that Gates and Bezos ain't got no Italian suit store somewhere because I believe because they got yachts, they got homes and everything else.
Right.
You know, the important thing to get from that is that if your money is right, because here's what you don't want to run into the problem with doing. What you don't want to do is to spend money on clothes and shoes to impress people who you will probably never impress. And you don't want to get into the habit of trying to make people. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you out here, and especially you spend if you ain't spending the money that you ain't got, it's it's not sound. I don't care if you flex. If you working and you making the money and you can buy whatever it is you gonna buy, hey man, enjoy the fruits of your labor. But now when the fruits of your labor is keeping you from paying your bills,
That's when the problem steps
Right.
in.
that's when the problem starts. When you flexing and your rent is due, that's when it's a problem.
Yep.
So the key then is to prioritize your spending. Because you can flex with the Yeezys and the Balenciaga and the other ones that he mentioned that I can't pronounce. Amiri, whoever she is. You can flex with all of that if you do it right. but you just want to make sure that your money, that you just want to make sure that your looks ain't taking precedence over your responsibility.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. And that's something that I had to learn even in my age. You know what I'm saying? You can get anything that you want if you do it right.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make sure that your spending, you got to make sure that you prioritize your spending. Take care of your business first.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you do. If you broke and your bills is paid, you cool. But if you broke and your bills ain't paid, then that's a problem.
That's right.
You messed up in the game.
You know, you understand what I'm saying? So there is some priority in the spending. Maybe you can't. Here's my thing. I have a problem if you're gonna go out there. If you make $700 and then you go out and you spend $400 on some Yeezys that week, and then now you borrow money from me to get to work. I have a problem with that. Cause see, that wasn't smart spending. Maybe if you want to get your Yeezys, maybe you put $200 up from your check this week, and then the next week you put your other $200 on. Then you go out and get your Yeezys if that's what you want to do. You working, you making your money. Have at it.
Right.
But be smart with your spending. You understand? Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be smart with it. Listen, I'm buying caps now.
You and me both.
You understand what I'm saying?
I didn't notice that too. You just fell in love with caps all of a sudden.
I've always loved my caps, man, and but that's my thing.
What's
I'm
that on top of that?
caps.
That's the socks.
That's white, man. Yes, this is spring socks, man. I got another one coming. That's all right. I'm gonna show y'all. But look, I buy and the caps. You know, you look at a baseball cap, man. I used to get a baseball cap for like $10.
No, them
These
bucks
caps
50
nowadays, it's like $40 and $50.
Yeah.
Now it would be stupid for me. It would be stupid for me to go and buy 2 hats for $100, and my phone bill is coming up same day, and it's $100, and I go out and buy the 2 hats just because I want to look fresh. Now I have to hold off on the hats, pay my phone bill, because it ain't no fun. You out there looking fresh, and then you out there and you can't call for an Uber.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it's all about spending money and being smart. But see, here's the thing that I have. They teach you all geometry. They teach y'all trigonometry. They treat you calculus, but don't nobody treat financial planning. Don't nobody teach nothing about financial sound. Nothing. Not a thing, man. So flex, man. Look, y'all young men, flex when you want to, but just be smart about it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just be smart with your spending. Michael will tell you, look, I don't expect you all to make perfect decisions all the time. I don't do it. Phil don't do it. The only thing that I require out of all of y'all is that you do what? Just be smart.
Yep.
Make smart decisions, man. That's it. It ain't gonna be perfect all the time. You're not gonna make the right decision all the time. But if you make smart decisions, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be all right. That's all I'm saying. So flex if you want to, and I understand why y'all want to flex. Because like Michael said, you go downtown and you see little honeys downtown. She ain't looking at you if you got on your gray sweatpants and your Kool-Aid stained t-shirt.
Nah, man, you don't get away with that, man. You ain't get away.
Speaking of which,
don't see the big.
Since we done segued into that,
Mike.
Yeah, man, come on. That's even what. And look, I ain't gonna flex like that. Look, I ain't gonna even sit up here and flex like we don't like as an adult. You don't want to look good. Why you think Phil got them Jordans? He flexing somebody he ain't worn them in a year and a half. Then he gonna bust them out today.
I get fresh now. Don't get me wrong. I get fresh
I know the
vibes.
Uncle Phil gonna be like, I'm gonna go to church with these on today.
These are not new, man. Every now and then I get fresh on them. Every now and then.
You got to.
Still got to show me you got a little sauce, man. Now
look, even when you get married, son.
You gotta show them.
Even when you get married, you got. Let me tell you something. Don't let the size fool you. Because I clean up. I clean up nice when I want to. Don't be fooled, my friends. But I like comfort, so I rock jeans and t-shirts when I want to. But when the time comes, hey, I'll flex with the best of them.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm flexing and I'm broke, then that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, that's when the problem comes.
That's the problem right there, my friends. So speaking of women,
yes, sir. Let's get into it.
Hey, hold on.
No.
Come on.
Ain't no holding on.
It's time to
The
it's time to-
collagony. Let's talk about the collagony first.
Oh
Now
no,
we
we're
can
not
talk. We can talk about accessorizing later. You trying to switch
Yeah.
the subject?
No.
Let's talk about these women folks.
We're gonna get into these womans.
We finna get into these womans. So what's the dating scenario like with you young men? What's going on? Do I have to call out people, or are we volunteering? Who's going first?
Single.
Nothing.
Single.
Wait, what he say?
Wait a minute, man. Oh
What
my
you say?
God.
No,
we was in unison. Put a split screen. It was
Wait a minute, man.
No. I heard you the loudest, sir. What did you say?
I said single.
Single. All right, Tamar. What we on?
Solo dolo. Single.
Solo. Jesus, Mike. I question you every now and again. It's like some, I don't know. I don't know half.
No.
Sometimes I think I know, and then I don't. So
Why are you
what's
doing
going
that?
on, son?
Them young boys,
Oh,
Mike,
they
they out there
single,
playing.
man.
Them young boys, they out there
single.
playing right now.
I mean, is it dry out there? What's going on, y'all? I mean, what's the
It is
deal?
dry.
It's drafting
Is it a
season.
drought?
It's drafting season.
It's scouting season. It's scouting season.
Remember,
It's
it's
scouting
summertime.
season.
It's really
It's
get
the
warm.
summer
Wait.
Mike.
It's
It's
what
the
season?
summertime.
It's scouting season.
It's scouting.
It's scouting season.
It's duck season. Wabbit season.
This is
Duck
not.
season.
Yeah.
These little boys out here
Cuff
playing.
man.
Mike,
You don't
they
cuff
young.
nobody
Cuffing season
during
is
the
over with. It's time to look. It's time to look.
You don't cuff nobody during the summertime.
Exactly,
You do
Mike.
crazy.
Oh
No,
my
you
God.
don't. No, you don't. What Kanye say? He said, why we arguing? Oh, I forgot it's summertime. Man, you know when you're young, you single, man. You ain't finna cuff up with nobody.
Okay,
Sit
so
down
let me ask you a
outside.
question. So what? So y'all just quit somebody that you was with during the wintertime? That's what y'all telling me?
No.
Okay, then.
That's
So
not-
let's stop.
So here's what I'll say.
Let's stop.
So scouting season is looking for someone to cuff long term. It's like help me out.
I just want to go. I just
so-
want to go on record as to say that this is the first time I'm hearing the term scouting season. I've never heard that in my life.
I just told you they're young. These little boys out here playing, Mike.
So,
They playing.
It's-
man.
during the summer.
Mel
During the
said it's
summer.
drafting season.
Yeah.
it's the draft.
During the
That's basically what
summer,
it is.
we feel like it's too much fun to be had to be stuck in a relationship. But those that are already in a relationship, like to each his own, just know this summer I'm out here in these streets.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He belongs to the
I don't know
People
what
on the
he's talking
streets.
about.
Lord Jesus,
No.
Tamon is for the streets. That's
All
Alright,
right,
alright,
No, these little boys out here
Tamon is for the
playing,
streets.
hey,
Oh,
man.
Let me tell you
Lord
something.
Jesus.
Let me
It's
tell
gonna
you
get
something.
warm outside, Mike.
Go ahead,
Let me
Mike.
tell y'all something. I don't know what he's talking about. Whatever
Tamon is
lies
for the
they're about to
streets,
tell
son.
you,
That's all I'm saying.
whatever lies they're about to tell you is clearly lies. I'm single because I didn't find nobody there, and I'm not gonna look now. Like it's the summertime. If I ain't had
That's
nobody
right.
there, you feel me? Like ain't nothing, ain't nothing to it. I'm not gonna sit up here and be stressing. Now, if somebody just so happen to pop up in the summertime, I'll take precaution. I don't know if it's gonna happen right then and there.
Hey.
But, we can ride, get the Rolling Stones. You feel me?
I'll roll the dice. I'll play the cards. You know what I'm saying? But
We can gamble on the love. You feel me? But
It's hot. It's about to get hot outside, Mike. Listen to the
it's
young
about
boys,
to get hot
man.
outside, and black
About to get
people
hot
already don't like
outside,
heat.
man.
Black people and heat already don't mix. So we stood up here fighting is not good for either one of us.
Take some long romantic strolls to the deep freezer if you got that hot. Listen, go ahead, Noah. You just go ahead. What was you?
The fact that he had his head down the entire time.
I know. He thought I didn't see that. Go ahead, Noah. No.
Come on, Noah. Come on, we got to hear what you got to say too now.
I ain't got nothing to say. They basically explained everything except for Tamon. You
Tamon.
sir.
I don't know why
You
he's
sir
lying.
different.
He's lying.
Tamon just put himself out there. He said he for the streets, son. I
Yes,
was like,
he's different. He's built
Tamon
different.
say he is
Like,
outside this summer. He say he is outside this
I've been
summer.
in
Like
that's
Mel
the
said,
team.
the 2020 anthem.
We outside.
I've been in the house for
We
2 years
outside.
talking to nobody, bro. Like
Oh,
I need to
man.
go socialize.
Hey, but real
Yeah.
talk. Can I say
Mhm.
one thing, Mike? Can I say
Yeah,
one
man,
thing,
go ahead.
Mike? And because I want the little young boys to get back to conversation. But
Nah, test drives is crazy. Test drives is crazy.
Test drive.
Nah.
What?
I get on cruise
Mel said
control.
unpaid interns, though.
Oh my God! This is
Wow.
going left. This is
Nah,
going
the
left
fact
real
that I
quick.
caught that is crazy.
let me say this real quick, you young guys.
Not test
I love this conversation. I love you all. Conversate with us. I just want to say one thing. It's warm, and I know hey,
Man.
I've been young like y'all, so I know it's playing season.
Yo,
It's playing
sundress season is about to
But
kick off. That's all
I
I'm
just
saying.
want you all to just think and practice safe.
You can,
I just want to say that.
Look,
Hey!
it's
Yo!
real talk.
You
No, this
Want
man
y'all to
knows.
practice safe.
Crazy.
this might be for the other viewers, but you really think of us three that we not going to war without a helmet? Is that
No,
what
I'm just making sure. I
Yo!
know. I'm just making sure.
I'm
I'm
okay
just
with
making
Tavon
sure.
now. I'm okay with Tavon now. He got,
It's
he
like-
got his points back. You think we're not going to war without a helmet? Come on.
Look, Mel said test drives leads to car
Car
seats.
seats.
Nah,
Hey, that's why I said what I said. That's why I said what I said.
Yeah,
cuz.
that's when you grab it off the lot. You know. Wait, while we on this topic,
Oh
y'all heard
my
about
God.
what was that? The men birth control?
What?
No,
There's
just,
a men birth control.
they started
just,
coming with men birth control.
just being being safe while you're out there playing.
Yeah, man. I mean, but that's real talk. And I think for the most part, they already know because look, here's
Yeah.
the thing, man.
These are good young men, so they already know. I'm just putting it in the atmosphere.
But just to put it in perspective, if you ain't ready for 20 some odd years of responsibility, don't put yourself in a situation that you're
Not
gonna
at
have
all.
to take it up.
Not at all, yo.
I mean, this let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Look, I get it, man. Things get hot and heavy. You know what I'm saying? When it's going down, but you got to be smart, man. Look, and look, here's the thing. I get it, because when it's time, the blood rush from the head and the feet. You understand what I'm saying? And that prevents you from thinking and running. So
Yes,
sometimes you got to put yourself in a situation
Yes, sir.
where you ain't in that situation. That's all
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, sundress season is kicking off. And then talk about scouting. I need to
I
understand
don't know,
something.
but Mike, I don't think they
Not
do
the back,
sundress
not the
thing,
backtrack.
What?
What?
Everybody know about sundresses, son. Everybody know about
Sundress?
sundresses.
Hey,
Stop playing.
y'all,
Sundress season
y'all
is
young guys
always the right season.
Okay, all right. Okay, I guess they
Wait.
still into
Eddie said
sundress,
helmet
man.
up, but finish the game off the field.
Wow. Yo. You know what? Props to that. That threw me way off. That was
Woo! Look, now, look, this ain't no secret.
No, I didn't.
It hit different,
I didn't know the young folk was still in the sun. We know about sundress season.
bro. Come on.
Come on now. If you don't know about sundress season, I might have to question you. Bro.
We taking a trip to North Ave Beach.
Man, look, okay, but anyway, let me ask y'all a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you find it in this day and age? Do you find it hard to find a genuine female? Like what is it like what are some of the difficulties that and maybe there's no difficulties, but what are some of the challenges that you face when it comes to pursuing? You understand what I'm saying? So what are some of the challenges? Do you have any challenges? Do you have any preferences maybe?
Man.
Let's get into that, because I know one or two of y'all on here is hold on. I know one or two of y'all.
Carry on.
Like this one here. He told me the motto. He said if it ain't foreign, it's boring. That's all I'm saying. I was like, what?
Whoa!
Noah, explain, Noah. Come on, explain.
I said, wait a minute.
Come on, explain that, young man.
I've never heard that. He said if it's not foreign, it's boring. I need some explanation.
Oh, explain that real quick, Noah.
You
explain that, son.
Come
on.
to me and all my black queens.
No, I never said there was anything wrong with black
You
queens.
said what you said.
No, I said if it ain't foreign, it's born. Black queens are technically foreign.
What? Oh Jesus!
Technically, that's just my thought on that. Second,
I'm gonna take the camera off you.
do it.
Go ahead, and finish your thought.
No. It's finished. It's finished.
All right. So look, Tamar, it's been 2
100%.
years. Is there some challenges? Is it some challenges? Is it some difficulties? What's going on, man?
When I was in Utah, I did have a girlfriend, but I came back and that's been pretty much water under the bridge. But now that I'm back, like I said, I'm just like out here looking. I'm not really putting any sort of what do you call it? Like I'm keeping my options open, so to say. I will say that, like, to answer the one of the parts you said, the challenges is that, like, with the growth of social media, having people businesses is all out there, and like I don't want, like, if I'm talking to you, I don't want people to like know what we got going on. Like, if we're talking, great, so be it, but I don't want your best friend's input on what we got going on. So if I'm talking to you and you over here, like, yeah, it's good to get advice, but I don't want, like, your single friend of 10 years shouldn't be giving you advice of, like, stuff that you don't even know what's going on in this relationship. So, like, I don't.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents in that.
They be butting me into getting your conversations. They be like, hey, you should be doing this, and this.
So okay, so is it? So my question then again, is it hard to find somebody? It's hard to find somebody genuine. Is it? What like if you was to, if it was 3 things that you can list and say this is the issue with dating nowadays, just from your perspective, what would those 3 things be?
I say in today's age, the top 3 things that I notice are like a big issue is trust, goals, and communication. Like amongst most of my peers, like, a lot of their relationships fail because either A, the communication fails, they don't know how to talk to each other, like saying, like, hey, if there's a problem, they wait until the pot boils over, and then all chaos breaks loose. As for trust, people, like, yeah, we're still young, but a lot of people are not really that loyal, so they're not ready to commit to one person just yet in this age. And goals, like, you'll be tied to a person who doesn't really put much effort into the goals that they have, like, set for themselves. They'll just sit stagnant in one place, and if you're stuck with that, this is kind of a big issue.
Wow.
And to add on to that trust, like, everybody now has on, like, a if you gonna get me, I'm gonna get you first mentality. Like, it's just like, for what? I'm a whole new person, but you out here comparing me to the last person you had. And it's like, okay, cool, on to the next one. And then the next one does the same thing. It's like, get me. But I gotta get you. And I find that pointless.
So do you all agree with some of the challenges that he mentioned? Do you all find the same things in terms of trust, and what else did you say, Tay?
Trust, communication, and goals.
Trust, communication, and goals. So those are top 3, and those are profoundly important, to be honest. So do you guys find that as an issue when you are scouting or looking for a significant other or somebody, whatever the case may be? Do you find those same challenges, or is it other challenges that you find?
I think in terms of scouting, like, when you looking for somebody, of course that communication gonna be there, but, like, I don't expect you to be having full communication with me, to be honest with you. When I'm scouting and we looking out, you know the simple things about me that pretty much everybody knows, my name, height, stuff like that. Our communication ain't gonna go too far unless, at a certain point we both make it known, like, all right, we're gonna try to take this to do something else. But with that, and our age is like, you know, you would be putting I think you'd be putting a lot of pressure on yourself and that other person because y'all sticking to each other. When it's 7 billion people on this planet, you're gonna meet so many other people who you may find out you like somebody more than them. And then now you sitting up there stuck worrying about like, what if you hurt their feelings? I think, and I think a lot of these challenges are really self-made, at least by my generation. A lot of these challenges are self-made because with me, I done met a lot of cool girls, and all it takes is a conversation. Because a lot of times all they do is meet guys that just want to, they want to lay down with them. That's the first thing they want to do, or they ain't really trying to get to know them. Like a lot of times, that's why I had a lot of girls that were like literally just my friends. Like all it takes is a conversation. And then at a certain point, once they realize you a good person, they'll end up making that first move. Like all you have to do is be a good person and have that conversation with them. That's all it takes. But doing that over social media, a lot of times, like, it's no point because at that point, girls nowadays got a lot of people, a lot of guys DMing, saying the same thing probably you trying to say, calling them beautiful, same old thing. Unless you meet these girls like in person, your conversation ain't gonna go nowhere unless you already got a certain status about yourself.
So let me ask you all a question then. How do you feel when you hear girls when you hear girls ask or women ask, young women ask, what are you bringing to the table?
What am I bringing to the table?
What are you bringing to the table? Let's ask that question. What do you bring to the table?
So with that question, in my opinion, wouldn't that go both ways? Because if I'm bringing everything to the table, what you bringing? I mean, like, I just feel like if I'm giving all of me and I have nothing left, what did you give me for me to feel some type of way for myself?
I don't know. I guess for me personally, I don't really take offense to that question. Because if anything, like you said, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. If you're gonna ask me what I'm bringing to the table, that means you clearly want to know if I'm a suitable partner for you, and that's perfectly fine with me. Because maybe what I'm bringing ain't what you're looking for, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly fine with that. Go find somebody that you feel like meet your criteria, or whatever fantasy you hate. You feel me? Everybody got their own criteria on who they want their partner to be. So if she asking me what I'm bringing to the table, that's cool because I'm gonna ask you, and you might not have what I'm looking for. Now, whether you want to work out that, I can work past you ain't got this, but you got this that I really like about you, then, that's that. But other than that, it's just a simple question to me. I feel like everybody be getting too offended about that question, really. Now, when it get to the point, if y'all been together and it get to that, she asks you what you bring to the table and question you, and you already know. Like, a lot of guys know way before this. You know what you're bringing to the table before you get in this relationship. If you know she's not doing nothing, barely working the job she having, why would you do that? You did all of that for a pretty face. Why?
Pretty face make you do a lot of crazy things, man.
I don't know.
A lot of crazy things.
I agree with both of them. I agree with both of my guys. I got no words over here on this one.
Yeah, the
But
key
Mike,
though.
can I say something real quick, Mike? You know
Absolutely,
what?
go ahead.
How old are you, Mike? Look,
I'm 47.
Not you, your son.
Oh,
Nephew, how old are you?
I'm 20.
20.
Noah.
20.
Yeah, everybody's 20. Yeah.
You want to know why they don't have a word on it? They're 20 years old. What girl should be asking a 20-year-old what the freak they bring to a table right now at 20 years old?
Here's why.
I can answer
because
that.
this is what social media is teaching them.
This is what society, because it's a lot of kids that's my age that's really successful. Like guys that I watch on YouTube right now, they only a year or two, ahead of me. Guys that I listen to rapping that's making millions, only a year or two older than me. So of course, they gonna ask you what you bring it to the table, because just like you looking at these, these guys on YouTube doing great things, and you want to be like them, they want a guy like them. They want you to have a certain step. You feel me? Now sometimes it get crazy because you expect me to be Lil Durk at 20 years old. Go ahead, the window right there. Go do what you like with that. I'm not.
Exit
Nephew.
Look, I'm
The
not
Exit
gonna
window
sit
is
up
right
here.
there.
I'm not. I'm not gonna sit up here and be trying to act like I'm Lil Durk at 20 years old. Lil Durk wasn't Lil Durk at 20. Like he wasn't where he at now. If we can take our time and get there, and then you can have one of the wall posts on Facebook. I've been with him since the start. All that corny stuff. But like other than that, I feel like that at that point it gets to being like you asking for stuff that you can't provide for yourself. It's just like why am I expecting you to be Doja Cat or a Nicki Minaj at where you at right now? I want to see the growth to that point so I can brag like, dang, like y'all really do
I
that.
got me a real one. Like, yeah.
Right. Y'all, I'm gonna be the real one because I'm like, man, she was now. Woo.
It was a
Right.
long road, but we sure took that hike. Like, get out of
We
here.
took the road. Like that's all. To me, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really.
This has been a
I'm
great
a-
conversation, Mike. It
I'm
really
gonna
has.
tell I'm gonna tell you guys, man. And this is from somebody that's been married for 23 years and had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I'm just gonna give y'all a moment of transparency. As men, the most important thing that we can do is to have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So when people talking about bringing stuff to the table, first of all, you have to understand what the table is. What is the table? What does the table represent? The table should represent you and the goals that you have for your life. So when you're asking a person what are they bringing to the table, what you are in essence asking them is, what do you add to me as a person?
Mm-hmm.
How do you enhance me, not complete me? Because I'm telling you now, every last one of you y'all already complete. You was complete when you came out the womb. God completed you when you were born.
That's right.
But he put somebody on this earth to enhance you.
Yep.
And both of you all together enhances each other. So how do you compliment me? How do you help me to get to where I'm going? And this is why it's important to have a plan. So when you're talking to this young woman, you already know where you're going. You already know what you want to do. You already know where you want to be in a certain amount of years. And you say, listen, baby, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to be about. How do you fit into that plan? And if she don't, she don't. And it's okay. The thing is, though, is that you didn't invest 3-4 years of your life in somebody that wasn't invested in you.
Crazy.
So the thing that you should be doing is getting it established right off the bat. Look, girl, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm trying to do. Or this is what I would like to do. This is where I see myself.
Yep.
Do you see yourself part of that? Do you see yourself as being a part of that? And if so, how do you help me get there? And then she expresses what it is she wants to do, what vision she had, what goals she had. How do you support her? And if you guys don't support, enhance, or compliment each other, then it just don't work. And that's okay. But you get it established in the beginning. And I'm not saying, and then there are some things that, like Mike said, maybe there are some things that, look, he ain't got this all the way right, or she don't have this all the way right. And I'm looking to overlook that because she's this, and this. And that's fine. But if you're going to commit to it, make sure look, if that's what you're going to do, you got to be committed to it. You understand what I'm saying? So have it before you go scouting. And I know scouting season is soon upon us. But before you go scouting, make sure you have your, like even when hunters go out and when they go out hunting, they already know the ground that they're about to hunt. They already know the lay of the land. Know what you're about. Know what you want to be about. Know what you want to do. Where you want to go. Have that plan. Yep. And then when you find that person, you can better express to them, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is what I want, this is what I'm about. Mm-hmm. So now I need to know, how do you enhance me? Tell me what you want, what you're trying to do, what you want to be, where you want to go. And then we can discuss how I may help you. How do we complement each other? And if you don't, you don't. And if you do, you got one.
Yep.
That's the thing. Communication is also the key. We as men, especially black men, we don't talk.
Period.
We do. Let's just be honest. We do not talk. We don't. And our women be telling us, listen, let's talk. Let me tell you something. The worst 4 words you want to hear in a relationship is we need to talk. Every man cringes when he hears those 4 words.
Or I won't get mad.
Oh my God.
I'm already know
I won't
you're
get
going
mad.
to be
Listen,
mad.
don't y'all fall for that okie doke. I won't get mad. Yes, they will, and rightfully so. But when you hear a woman say we need to talk, you already know it's past the point where she was able to deal with it, and now it's come to a head, and you got to deal with it. So before it gets to that point, learn how to talk whatever the situation is. Learn how to talk that stuff out. Even if you may not want to have a conversation, because sometimes them conversations are hard to have. Sometimes those conversations are about you and about things that you do need to change. And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. But you have to be able to accept it in order to move on and to grow from it. You know what I'm saying? But keep that line of communication open and make sure you have your goals straight. And as long as you do that, man, y'all be straight. I know y'all ain't looking for nobody right now, because like you said, it's just scouting season.
Yeah, they out there. They ain't scouting looking for.
You just out there, trying to have a good time, and that's fine. But when that time comes, and you start looking for that somebody to build a life with, man, I'm telling you now, have your plan. Have your plan. Have your plan. And as long as you got your plan and you don't deviate from it, man, y'all gonna be all right. I promise you will. I promise that. It's been an hour already. That's crazy.
And this was a good one though, Mike.
Wow.
That is crazy. I think we touched on some pretty good things. Anything else anybody want to hit on? I mean, because we ain't got Bible class tonight, so look, it can be an extended version. It don't matter.
You trying to how to pick out cologne?
Oh Jesus!
Say what?
No, all right, never mind.
He has been trying to sell this bottle of cologne for the last.
No, I'm not trying to sell it.
Okay, all right, Noah. What's the cologne, Noah? What's your choice?
No. I'm saying how.
What's your go-to? I'm just asking. Since we scouting,
I'm asking how to buy it. I don't have a go-to. I just have my godmama. She be like, "Here, you want this?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Well, first of all, what is that?
It's French.
Oh
Versace.
no.
Yeah.
No.
It's Versace. So.
No, that's Walgreens. Put that down. No.
Nah, that's crazy.
No, son.
Mike,
I got the Burberry.
Mike, relax.
Burberry's, Burberry's all right. I'm okay with Burberry. What else you got?
He on the big screen too. That's the crazy part.
Oh my God, whatever this is. Weird.
That looks like a lipstick case. What is that?
The disrespect. It's the Prince Spritz.
Okay, so look,
I don't know how to say the name. It's just a scent box. Like
Matt was like, "Is that Pandora?" Listen, that's okay.
I wish.
I do like the Polo Red. That's a good one.
Yeah.
If you're doing the colognes, Polo Red is good. But here's the thing, and this is just personal experience. You don't need, and Eddie just said that too. You don't need all that cologne and stuff. You don't need cologne. You know what I like? I like natural soaps. And Michael, know what's that soap we get sometimes?
Dr. Squatch.
That Dr. Let me tell you something. That's Dr. Squatch.
That soap you use, it's
man. Let me tell you, that Dr. Squatch is serious, son. If you can find you some nice natural soap, man, that stuff is sometimes some of the best scents that you can get. Now I know Phil, he got an affinity for some of the Bath and Body Works, and I do too. Like
yes,
I like that bourbon. I like that teak wood.
Like
what's the white
Graphite's pretty good. I like that.
Hold on.
This man went to go
It's
get
like
it.
I think I have graphite. What's the other one? Marble. It's
The
another
marble
one.
is.
What was
I kind
that?
of like that marble one
There
too.
was that
Yeah.
ocean one too. I ain't
Yeah.
grab it though. It
Now
just
Mel
smelled nice.
also makes a good point too. And another way you can figure out which scent to get is which one does she like. If you wearing something and she say, "Oh, that's nice," then you know that's the one.
Right.
Get you an extra supply of that one. You rock that one every time. Every time you get a chance.
Mike.
Now,
Probably
which
just
one
put
is
in a
that
cheat
one?
code.
This is
I can't read those. Noir. Okay,
Noir.
Yeah,
Noir.
noir,
Bullseye.
graphite, and marble.
Noir's a
Three
good
I
one.
have.
That's the
Clean
which one is
Clean
that?
slate.
Clean slate. Oh yeah. Okay.
Teak wood.
Teak
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah, I like the teak wood.
I've only used the graphite for real. What's that
The
one?
coast, yeah. See, Eddie, look, Eddie, no, man, look, that Dr. Squatch is serious, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you, man.
Pine
I'm
tar.
gonna have to get
This
some, but you
goat
know what?
milk is pretty nice.
I'm gonna have to get
yes.
some. Where can I get that, y'all?
Goat
Because
milk.
I'm gonna have to
I
get
can,
some.
I'll send you the
Yeah,
link,
send it
man.
to
But
me because you know
it's
I'm addicted to
it's
that
nice,
Bath
bro.
and Body Works. I got the body wash, I got the sprays and the lotion. I'm
yeah,
just
and that
addicted
stuff
to
is
them.
good. But when you use that natural soap, man, it hits different. Like
Not only
that
that, your skin is
eucalyptus
like super
though,
refreshed after it too.
man, it's
Yeah,
good
send me
stuff, man.
send me a link, Mike, because you got send me a link to the
Yeah.
pendant also.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Mel
rob
said-
it.
Because you know each one of the
Hell.
bottles costs about
Hey,
$7.
Hey,
man.
lock it
Look,
down.
man,
Lock it down.
that
With them
stuff ain't
bottom
cheap,
locks.
bro. That's
Hey,
what's
cuz,
crazy.
hey man, your cuz Jackie put me on the one, and I fell in love, and I've been messing with him ever since, man.
He said it about the rob.
Yeah, man, I've been messing with him ever since. Listen, and then it's so sad that look at my room spray.
Oh wow, you really into
You
it.
really
He
out
like
here.
he like the ocean
You're
smell.
really out here.
You
Yeah,
and
man.
Tamon really out there, boy. I'm telling you.
I only got this one, and this one almost gone.
No,
Just
hey,
the
but you know
graphite.
what though?
Just
Real
the spray.
talk, and it sounds fruity as all get out. I got me like a eucalyptus and mint candle, man.
Yeah, I
That
have one
boy.
of the oil
Woo!
diffusers.
Hey,
Yes.
man.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, did you see the
Tamon, yes,
one?
sir.
It was the one I saw on Facebook, bro. They're like glow.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Here's the one I want. There's
Okay.
one to where you light like a little thing that looks like a peanut.
Oh, and it flows like the smoke down.
Yeah, it smokes out the dragon's mouth. That is
that
so
one?
clean.
Man, so that's like $70 a bottle. And he got like 50 left, man.
I love them, man. I love them, man.
Yeah.
I love them for real. I just love the smell of them. I got, like I said, the wash and all. I love it.
And women, look, and Eddie is confirming everything. Look, women love that stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you sit up there, man, and you dress halfway decent, even if you got whether you got your foreign swag on or your $20 swag on, and you out there, you clean.
If you smelling good,
and you smelling good, nigga,
they gonna jump. Yes,
they
sir.
jumping, son.
They gonna jump.
They jumping, son. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I make Jackie mad, and I know if I know she mad, I go jump in the shower and pick and choose which one she like. She done forgot everything.
I'm telling you,
you just
man,
told your secrets.
Hey,
look,
man,
I'm telling you,
she still gonna love it though.
When I had hair, I stayed at the barbershop, man. I stayed there. My hairline, when I had it, I miss it so much. But when I had hair, I was always at the barbershop. I'm telling you, I went every other week. It was like scheduled. I went every day. You couldn't catch me without a haircut.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Some of y'all, boy, I be like, is it slave day today? Or they trying
they style's different than ours, Mike.
Yeah,
now,
the style is.
You know what it's really about with them? It's about the lining.
Yeah,
that's with them. It ain't even about the cut because you know they have the types of hairstyles they be wearing now where they getting that it's looking nappy and all that. So that's just the thing.
And you know what, man? I love me a good cocoa butter too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but like I love me a good cocoa butter.
And you shea butter. You shea butter.
Yes.
Also.
Get your shea butter on. Get your shea butter on. And listen, and this ain't off subject, but it's not. Look, Don't neglect, man. Listen, be about self-care.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Ain't
Be
nothing
about
wrong with taking
look.
care of yourself
Ain't
like
nothing
that.
wrong with taking care of you. Ain't nothing wrong. Look, now I ain't no Manny Petty dude,
No,
but
not me.
if you do it, hey
To
man,
each his own.
go ahead and do it to each your own. You know what I'm saying? But take care of you.
Ain't nothing
You
wrong with
know,
wanting to look nice and neat and
ain't nothing
clean.
wrong with
Nothing
wanting to
wrong
look.
with
Look,
that.
man. You know what I'm starting to do now? Like with my
Beard
beard and
care.
stuff, but it's working out, man. I love me some oils, bro. What I had, what's I using the other day? Of course, I can't find it now, but I got oh, here it is. I got this coconut oil right here that I use, and man, look, I wash it, and I get a hot towel, and I put this coconut oil on there, man. Man, look, all day. I'm like DJ Khaled. Niggas like another one.
All right,
It be
relax now, Mike. Calm down, man. You
it
doing
be
too
all
much now.
soft.
I was riding with you until you started with
Have y'all
the
seen those videos? Have
Yo,
y'all
DJ
seen those
Khaled
videos?
It
crap.
be all
Like,
so look, and the comb just glide through it, son. It be like it ain't even no hair there. I know, cause it's so smooth. It's like
Let's move on. Let's
he's
move
like
on,
speaking
brother.
of
Let's
speaking of
move on.
DJ
yeah.
Khaled, I'm so tired of seeing
yeah.
those videos. It's like they want us to succeed. God did.
I know, I know. Absolutely, Eddie. Cut them Wolverines. Keep them nails cut,
Yeah.
man. Keep them the toenails too. Keep them
I
cut.
mean, you ain't gotta be a man. Get your nail clipper. Do it yourself if you don't want to go to the shop. But like I said,
Y'all
cleanliness
think
is
I'm
close to
playing?
godliness. Be nice and neat. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Y'all think I'm playing? You see this right here? You see this? Look, let me show you. I'm trying to put y'all on game. I got this little thing right here, and this is a nail clipper, right? But what's so dope
Huh?
about it is it's a nail
Hold that
clipper.
up again.
Look like a
But
switchblade.
what's so dope about it is it catches the nails as you cut them, and then the head rotates, so you can get the nice little angle when you cutting, and just go right around and do it real, man. Look,
We ain't got that
clean
down here.
cut, bro.
Oh, nigga, you
Clean.
did.
Yes, you do. It's called Amazon. Stop lying. Clean cut. I got
I
this
don't
one,
got
and
Amazon.
I got one for the
Yeah,
beast claws
I
too,
keep
bro.
forgetting. Yeah, Mike, you just like your sister over here. Y'all Amazon heads.
Look, I got a cart right now. Like, did
Damn,
you forget some? I'm like, no, I ain't get paid.
damn. Every
That's
time
what
you
Dale's
it
go
trying
to
to
is.
rob everybody. He said he about to
I
rob you
know.
now.
So look, real quick, because we're gonna go about 10 minutes. I need to ask y'all this because we talked about everything else. Where do you see yourself? Male somebody about to rob me. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Noah, I'm gonna start with you.
That's a very interesting
I know.
question, and sometimes I'm gonna be honest. There's some days where I don't see myself in 5 years. Like I some days can't picture it. And then there's some days where it's just like so clear. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then I like snap back into reality, like, can I do this? So some days it's just a me thing, honestly. Um, but honestly, I some days it's like, I don't know.
Well,
Like
let me
right
ask you
now,
this:
thinking about it,
where do you want to be in 5 years? Let's take that approach. Where do you want to be?
where do I wanna be?
Where do you want to be?
Um,
Where do you want to be in 5 years? What do you want to be in 2 years?
where do I wanna be in 5 years? I wanna be mentally sound as a black man. That's number one. Not only just like my career wise,
Hmm.
but me as myself. I want to be comfortable with me.
Okay.
I want to be okay with me. So mental stability is 100% where I want to be in 5 years. Now my career, it may change depending on where I am. Like in Texas, I was offered a bodyguard position, and
Hmm.
I was kind of hesitant to take it. I'm not gonna lie. But whenever the opportunity kind of presents itself, you should most likely take that foot, and take it. So if I do that, I get my financial stability. I
honestly, I'll probably be able to start the music how I want to start it.
Okay. So you see yourself doing music in about 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then what I want to say to you, and this is just me knowing you personally, if that's where you see yourself going, you have to start doing those things now to get you on that track to go where you want to go. If you're talking about doing music and you're not doing anything to enhance yourself musically or to enhance your skills musically, then you are not setting yourself up for success. It's just like going to college for basket weaving and you want to be a doctor. It doesn't make sense. So if you see yourself doing music, what you have to start asking yourself is, what am I doing every day that's getting me closer to where I want to be? And if you find yourself not doing those things, then you need to do it. And I'm talking to me, I'm talking to whoever's listening. Whatever it is that you plan on doing or wherever it is that you see yourself, you have to make sure that you invest enough time in you to get it done. And people will say, I don't have enough time. Yes, you do. If you look at the day, 24 hours in the day, most of us sleep anywhere between 5 to 6 hours. If you're working, you work maybe 8. If you're traveling maybe 3, right? You still got time. But you have to look at, what are you doing with that time? Playing the game, there's nothing wrong with playing the game. But if playing the game is interfering with your plan and with your goal, then maybe you want to cut some of your game time short. Put some of that time into your goal. Put some money, because what dreams cost. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Ain't nothing free. Dreams cost. And if you are trying to get somewhere and do something, you're gonna have to invest in yourself to get there. And make sure that you're doing the things that you're doing. That's the best advice that I can give you. If you want to, whether you're doing music, whether you want to be a writer, a photographer, whatever it is that you want to do, you have to find yourself doing something that's putting you in line with your goal. And I know a lot of us, especially as young black men, we come from families and it's like we get in our head that we gotta work. And sometimes with that job, that you stand on that job for 5 years, 6 years, and all it is a job, and it's not taking you where you want to go. You have to learn how to make your money work for you and not work so much for your money. But most of that comes from making sure that you are doing the things that's putting you in alignment with what you want to do. And I'm talking to me too. You have to make sure that you're doing those things. I know the plans that I have for this show and the stuff that I want to do. And I have to make sure that every day, even if it's just researching, that I'm doing something to put me in the realm of where it is and what I want to do. So my first thing, what I want to encourage you to do is to write your plan out. Write out what you want to do. And it can start from something as simple as, where do I see myself in 6 months? What do I need for my music career? Make your checklist and start checking that stuff off. And if you see yourself 6 months down the line and you haven't done any of those things, redo it. Recalculate your route. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I was asking you all earlier, do you feel that there's a certain pressure to get certain things accomplished by a certain time? Because the reality is that if you don't achieve something by the time you're 30, it doesn't mean that your life is over. But it's just like Eddie was saying, is that the stuff that you do, you guys are, look, most of y'all, if not all of you all, are 20, y'all living at home, and you probably ain't got no real responsibilities. If you have any bills, it's like probably a phone bill and whatever other little things that you may be paying for. But you don't have like legit responsibility.
Yeah, real bills.
You understand what I'm saying? So you all are in a position that you all are in a unique position that I didn't have when I was coming up. You can really work and put yourself, whereas when you really get out there and really get ready to want to do some things, you got it. And you have a nice foundation that you can build on. Use this time to build on whatever it is that you want to do. Don't just waste it, man. I wish I can go back to 20. And the decisions that I would make would be so different than the ones that I've made. And it's because I know better and I've learned better. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect in any way, but I've messed up enough where I can tell you what not to do. And what you don't want to do is not write out your plan, whatever it is. I don't care if it's like, I plan to go to Great America in July. How you going to get there? How you going to pay for it? How much you plan on spending? Write that stuff out and make your plan for it. And then you also have to invest in whatever it is that you want to do. If you know that you want to be a teacher, then teach. Do some things that's going to put you in that lane. Don't sit up there and say, I'm going to go and I'm going to work at the gas station, but I want to be a teacher. Now, if the gas station is what's available to you at that time, that's fine. But you just want to make sure that you're always taking steps closer to what your goal is and to what you want to do. So just make sure you write your plan out. Young Taymon, where you see yourself in 5 years, sir?
Personally, in 5 years, where I want to be, I want to turn one of my hobbies into a career. To where, I believe it was actually you that told me this. Like, you don't want to be stuck with a job. You want to have a career that you actually enjoy having doing. So
the fact that y'all listen to me is it does my heart good. No, I'm serious, man. Because sometimes when you're a parent, you just be talking. It's like you ain't even listening to me.
Yeah,
but that's good. You remember that. Good job.
But like with me going to school for game design, I'm still on that track.
Okay.
I'm discerning the decision that I have and whether if I want to either to make the games, be on the business side of the gaming industry, or even just make a career out of playing it. I mean, this is all I'm making steps towards it. Throughout school, I'm exploring my options, but I don't know. In 5 years' time, I'll have enough time to where I can make that decision and really go on from there. But yeah, in 5 years' time, I want to have a decision set out for where I want to be in career and actually be started and established in that.
So I know when you were in school, you were taking classes for game design and stuff.
Yep.
Right.
I still am.
So what are you still taking those classes?
Yeah.
Okay.
For as of right now, I was more so getting all my gen ends out of the way, but now it's time to really get to the nitty gritty and then see what game design is really all about. So I'm starting to see that what those classes are like.
That's what's up. All right, Mr. Mike, sir, fruit of my loin. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
Really in 5 years, I see myself owning at least 2 pieces of property, whether they be houses or even a floor of an apartment complex. Also in 5 years, I plan on already being in my teacher assistant position, at least for about a year, because I feel like with the track that I'm on now and the stuff I did just this year alone, I feel like I'm already on that track to become a teacher's assistant, because my situation at my job right now is special to where like the original job position I had, I was not supposed to be doing none of the things I'm doing now. But I like the way it's going because it's putting me in a position, like I said earlier, it's teaching me things that I'm gonna need to know later on when being in that teacher, assistant role. So that's really what I plan on doing.
All right, man. Look, I think one thing I thank God for is that he put some good heads on y'all shoulders. I can't take credit. I can't take credit for all of it. I try to do as good a job as I can, and I'm sure Tay's parents and I know Noah's mom.
All 3 of them good kids, Mike. They all 3 of them.
Yeah, man.
Good kids, man.
Like legit, y'all some good guys.
Yeah,
and
man.
I think
y'all
you all
good.
have. I think you all have some pretty good ideas of what it is that you want to do. I just want to encourage y'all because I'm telling you, man, sometimes the path ain't always clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not always clear. It's not always clean cut, and you're gonna mess up, man. you are going to mess up, but you can't look at failure as a bad thing. Failure is
No,
just failure is just a way of learning how not to do stuff. That's all it is.
everything is a life lesson.
Yeah,
Sometimes failures
everything.
are life lessons to teach you that way didn't work, so you got to do it and go another way. But you
Yep.
persevere and you keep doing and stay focused and dedicated to what you want to do. You'll make it there. You will.
Man. I promise you, you will, man. And if you know, make your plan, whatever it is, and look. And if you can't make a plan, man, ask somebody to help you.
Oh, I think,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
Tamon, I think Brother Eddie told you look into some paid and unpaid internships when it comes to gaming.
No, that's Michael too.
Trust me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already ahead of that. I got connections
Okay.
made to where it's like, hey,
All
once
right.
you're ready for the internships, I got a couple opportunities for you. Trust me, I'm already
Oh,
down the
okay.
road with that one.
That's what's up. And listen, and you know what, man? And like with Michael, let me tell you something. When Michael's going off to school, I was mad proud. I was like, oh my God, he's going to college. I never went. And I was just like, he's going to go and he's going to do great things. But the one thing I told him, and I told his brother, he can attest to this. College ain't for everybody, and I understand that.
It's not.
It's not for everybody. And if
I went for 3 weeks and figured out it wasn't for me.
if you go and you find out it's not your thing, I'm okay with that, because I would rather you be honest and say, Dad, it's not my thing. All right, cool. But now we have to find out what your thing is.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be able to make yourself marketable in this world. Working the cash register is fine for a while.
Yep.
But eventually you want to be the guy that repairs the cash registers or program the cash registers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't play sports. Yeah, everybody can't play sports, but you know what you can do? You can be a sports analyst, you can be a sports writer, you can be a sports therapist, you can be a sports doctor, you can be a sports announcer. You know what I'm saying? There are so many other avenues and different ways that you can go to get to what you want to do. But you have to have a plan. And you have to work your plan. That's the God most important thing, man. And make yourself marketable. Listen, find you a skill. Find you a skill, man. Look, places are more apt to hire people that's certified than they are people with degrees. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
They will hire you if you're certified quicker than they will if you have a degree. And it's not nothing against college. Please believe I'm not preaching against college, but I'm just saying if college isn't your thing, you can still get a skill and get certified in that skill. Because that certification says this is who I am, this is what I know, this is what I do.
Right.
And if you can find a skill that especially in this day and age, with technology the way that it is, man, it's stuff out there that you can do. And you can still do your music. You can still have your goal in music and still work towards that. Still work towards your goal in teaching. Nobody says you got to give that up. But in the meantime, if you have to do something else, learn a skill and make yourself marketable, man. Listen, whatever goals you guys have, man, just write them out. The Bible says that we are to write the vision and make it plain.
Yes, sir.
And so that the people that come behind us, when they see the vision, they can run with the vision too, right? So look, that writing the vision, what that does is when you write it down, you are taking it out of your mind and you are physically manifesting it now, saying, this is what I want to do. And you have something tangible that you can look at and say, this is my goal. This is my plan. This is where I want to be in 5 years. This is where I want to be in 10 years. This is what I want to do. And if you get that and if you stick to it, man, I promise you, man, you're gonna be all right. So look, we've been on here now for an hour and a half, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all been some good sports and good conversations. I enjoyed y'all, young men.
Glad to be
We're
here.
gonna have to.
This was a good one. We're gonna definitely have to do this again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this again, man. I enjoyed you all, and listen, I enjoyed all of y'all that hung out with us on today. Everybody that watched and everybody.
Please go like and subscribe to this page before you all.
Yes, please, because I don't want
He
Phil
just
singing.
froze.
And because it was just like he was going to start singing, and now he froze up. So that's probably a good thing. What y'all do is go to our YouTube channel, He legitimately froze. Oh wow! So look, go to.
I told you.
He legitimately froze. Oh wow! So go to our please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and hit that little bell so when we go live, y'all can get the notification. We'll be back on Facebook. You know, they had me in Facebook jail for about 30 days for something I put up about some cereal. Yeah, it was stupid. It was
Not some cereal.
I'm starting to think that that Facebook is just racist.
Racially
Frosted Flakes
motivated.
gang. Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, I'm starting to think they're a little bit on the racist side.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We crunch.
Yeah. Look, Eddie, so I didn't freeze him, Eddie. He just froze.
He was promoting the podcast. Why would he freeze him during that moment?
He was right. I wouldn't freeze him during that moment. No. But look, man. I pray for y'all. You already know, man. You know, Michael is mine, but Noah's my nephew. And Tamon, you already know. You've been adopted to the family. So y'all know I pray for you all, and I just want the best. I want the best for you guys because I know that you all can do great things, and even in those moments where you feel like you don't feel like it's gonna be great, or you don't feel like you can do what it is that you want to do, man. You can do any and everything because y'all got an awesome village behind y'all, and you got people that'll support you. But the thing is, just like I tell Michael and Gabriel, I'll support you all day, but I'm not gonna do it for you. You got it. You got to do it. It's some things you have to do for yourself. It's just like God. It's just like God to do some things for you, but there are some things that you can do for yourself.
Right.
And it's the same thing with you guys. You do it to the point where you can. If you need help, say, hey, I need some help, and I got you. I honestly got you, man. But I love y'all, and I pray for y'all protection. And be safe out there while y'all scouting, please. Please be safe. Oh Lord Jesus, it's rough out there in them streets. Tamon, I can tell you've been out there for 2 years.
Everybody out here got that.
Oh, you've been off the streets for 2 years. Oh,
okay. They got flint and stone out here. They all burning.
Yeah, man. So y'all just be careful out there, and no, please no. Y'all already know you got my number. I mean, Michael live with me, but y'all got my number, man. You already know if you need anything. Hey, Phil is back. Y'all can call me, and we can talk whatever we need to talk about. I'm glad you came back, Phil. We're about to dismiss. You good? Any last words, sir?
No, it's a great conversation. What I was saying, please go, if you watch it, please go subscribe to this channel. And it was a great conversation.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna freeze up again.
Hey man, listen.
Homie froze up like this.
He was like, look, please go.
Did I do that for real?
Yeah, and I was like, what happened?
I was trying to tell everyone to go subscribe to our channel. And I'm like, my computer popped on and popped off. I'm like, what is going on? I know the bill was paid.
It was like,
hey,
I know the Wi-Fi is
strange.
I know. He was like, enough of that, sir. But look, that's gonna be it for us, man. On behalf of our young guests and on behalf of Mr. Philip Hines, man, listen, this has been the Man Up Real Talk podcast. And until we talk again, my friends, y'all get 2 fingers to the side. And whatever you do, make sure you holler at your boys because we are officially out.
Peace.